It's a beautiful day today, so we're going to be replacing all of the power steering hoses on my E36 because it's currently leaking a bunch of power steering fluid, and the last thing I need is for my pump to fail prematurely because it doesn't have fluid. If you don't know, you can buy M50 power steering pumps brand new. You cannot buy M52 power steering pumps. You can buy aftermarket ones, but they're usually all trash. It makes like a little whining noise a little bit. I don't really care. It still works as long as it's not like giving me issues on the track or completely failing. It's inevitable at some point, but like I said, you can't get new M52 power steering pumps. So I'm not even going to replace mine. I'm just going to replace everything else. So we've got all of the hoses and everything right here. This is everything we're going to be replacing today. So I got a piece of wrap stuck to my foot. Oh, it looks like it's leaking on here too. It looks like it's literally leaking everywhere. Hold on. My gate! No! Oh my gosh. Shit's about to get messy. Hopefully there's still fluid in this bitch. I don't know, but I really hope that my oil pan's not leaking, and it looks like it is. Which is not fun, because I definitely don't want to do it again. Maybe should I got an OEM gasket? I just cleaned all this shit up, and now it's all dirty again. Alright, now there's one that's a 22, which goes to this one, and then a 19, which goes to this. So, we've got the first line off. Alright, 19mm time. Oh, nice. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. A beautiful experience. A beautiful experience. We're just gonna embrace the power steering fluid everywhere now. Yeah. And it misses. Alright, so there's just a 10mm down here. I wasn't really able to record it from the top, but I got the new reservoir in, and then this new line. Everything is tight. Now we've just got the rack line and then the high pressure line to the actual power steering pump. And it's a pretty simple replacement. We'll see if it keeps leaking though. So I was looking, don't mind this clamp, I just put it on, but it came with this clamp, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just slide that up and use this clamp. Well, this is already tight, and I was like, what the heck? Why would they already put a tight clamp on there? And then I looked in there. You probably aren't gonna be able to see, but there's like a valve of some sort. I didn't know that these had any type of check valve, so that's kind of new. Alright, I'm gonna go get a washer for this bolt, or 2 copper washers, and then I will be back, and then we'll pressure wash it, and it should be done. Alright, so now we're just going to fill it up and check for leaks, and it should be good. So we're just gonna leave the cap off and start it up, just so the fluid can get circulated and we can bleed it. Now typically, when you're bleeding power steering, you want both wheels ideally to be off of the ground, and you don't want to be using the power steering when you're trying to bleed the system, and then you want to turn left to right until there's no air bubbles left, and then you can drive it and it will self-bleed like that as well. You never really want to run the pump dry. Doesn't look like we have any active leaks so far, although it is pretty wet down there, so. It doesn't look like we have any active leaks. No active leaks, just all of the power steering that I've dropped on the ground. Went down a little bit. Give it some revs. All right, that's it. We're done. The power steering should no longer leak, hopefully. Shit, we'll see, you know what I'm saying? It's a BMW, so this shit never fucking works. There's definitely a lot more I need to do to this. I want to do an oil filter housing so that my check valve will shut the fuck up when I start this thing in the mornings. Hee-haw. I'm in the middle of wrapping my kit, as you can see. I got one skirt over there, and then I've got one skirt in my living room that is done. I'm kind of just doing it piece by piece because one, I am not a professional when it comes to wrapping. In fact, I actually suck at it. What do you guys think of the genuine BMW sunglasses? These things cost more than Ray-Bans, bro. What? We've got BMW logos all over it. Look on the nose things, it even says BMW. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but both of those say BMW. The lens says BMW up there. They're kind of pimped, but the fact that these are like, if you wanted to buy this as like a customer, they're like $270. I've got the impact holder all set up. I did switch it from up here to down over here because this thing, it doesn't seem very sturdy, and so I'd rather it be, it's kind of hard because I'm short, so I have to like lift up. I mean, I think the box is a little deceiving because it looked a little nicer on the display box. It works, and it is only $30. I probably could have got a little bit more aesthetically pleasing of one on Amazon, but who cares, right?